What is good, YouTube? I hope you guys are having an amazing, wonderful day. You guys can see that the FRS is behind me and the front bumper's off, the hood is up. That's all that you could tell that's different. So if you guys have watched my last video, you guys know that my family and I, we all took a trip to Cali. And I thought it would be a great idea to bring the FRS because you guys know I take content on the car and it would just be a great change of scenery for my feed. And so it all started on the 405 freeway. We were heading to the Irvine Spectrum Mall. If you guys didn't know, in Cali, almost every freeway entrance has a one light per green flashing signal. So usually when you get onto the on-ramp, that's where you can gain your speed to enter the freeway. Basically, we reach the stoplight, it turns green, and now we're entering the freeway. 10 seconds onto the freeway, I'm taking rollers of the FRS, and the car leaves a trail of like this thick white smoke, and I'm like, oh shoot, like. So my dad pulls over immediately, and so does my mom, and all I'm thinking is, this car is going up in flames. I have my phone here for most of the footage, so we're gonna go off of my phone so you guys can see all the footage that I got from this day, and then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put it on screen right here. Alright, so you guys can now see my screen, and I'm gonna show you guys everything that happened from the beginning of the trip all the way to basically the end. This first picture was the picture we took driving to Cali, and you guys can see that the car is all taped up. We got it taped up just in the major areas that I thought would need it. And then we have, this was the last roller that I got of the car before it started to smoke. And it's actually a really good roller. Like, after you put like a really nice like sound over it, like it would be super sick. So we're far, and then we come in. This is a good roller. This is good. So yeah, this was the last roller I got of the car before it started to smoke. When the car started to smoke, I was recording on my dad's GoPro. So that's what we're gonna be watching it off of. So there you guys can see there's already the smoke right there. I'm gonna leave the sound on, but all you can hear is just wind, but jeez, bro, that is so much smoke. So there's a footage from the GoPro. You guys can see we were just driving on the freeway and the car just started smoking, and my dad just, you know, he was checking his blind spots. He was making sure it was safe to go to the right. And then we also merged all the way to the right, and thankfully there was this, you guys can see like there's this huge sidewalk, and thankfully that sidewalk was there because, man, if it wasn't there we would just be literally just on the side of the road. Like, that would be super sketch, but thankfully there was that, you know, that median in the middle. Now I'm going from the GoPro onto my phone. It's smoking inside the car. It's all smoky inside. Yeah, that was crazy. The camera didn't do like as much justice, but there was a lot of smoke in the car. It was obviously coming from the engine bay, and there was also, I think, some smoke in the trunk. Like, it's crazy because, like, your adrenaline is going, you know, and I don't even know how to explain it. It's a different feeling.
Nothing, you just start acting up after you go.
So if you guys don't know what that white smoke is, it's the oil that splashed all over the hot engine, the surface. And so when the oil splashed onto the hot surface, it created all this white smoke, and that's what it was. And then, I don't know if I'm gonna show this clip, but I'll just like briefly skim over it. But basically, like, this guy came over and he just brought us waters, and he was a super cool guy. He literally just stopped on the side of the road, gave us waters, make sure we were good, and then my dad at the end was like he gave us dabs. He was like he was a super cool guy.
Thank you very much. Oh, good Samaritan.
Yeah, I was like, good Samaritan. That dude was an angel, bro. That guy gave us waters. He made sure we were good. That guy was clutch. All right, so you guys can see here the fire truck came, and we were like, how did the fire truck come? Like, we didn't even call it, and they came really, really fast. It was like 2 minutes, and they came, but we thought it was just someone on the freeway that was driving with us, and they were like, you know, they called. They're like, yo, this car is like about to go on fire. Like, yo, this car is smoking, you know. So I'm sure they came really, really quick. So we're sure that it was probably someone off of the freeway because it certainly was not us. But thankfully they called just in case. And this whole time my mom was calling the tow truck company and, you know, the insurance and all that stuff. She was doing all that behind the scenes. So thank you for that, Mom. And man, there was so much with the tow truck that we had to like consider. Like, you know, you guys know that the car is lowered, and he was like, the car was completely like, it was on speed bump height. We were on the highest setting of it like possibly being, and then the guy was still like, oh, it's too low. This is the highest we can go. So it was crazy. You guys can see here, I got a quick video of the guy pulling it up, and you can't really hear the scraping much because we're on the side of the freeway and all the cars are like really, really loud. But the front splitter was scraping the entire time up. And to remind you guys, we didn't bring any tools to take off the bumper. So we kind of just had to like suck it up, just hear it get all scraped. But my dad was in the car while the guy was, you know, pulling up the car. Here it is. Oh, man. So we got the car on the tow truck. It was a little stressful seeing, you know, him handle the car like that, because I handle the car so like delicately, and he was just like just you know, he was just doing his job though, you know. I wasn't like getting mad at him or anything. I was just videoing there, like just like watching it all happen. Like my heart was hurting. And then not only that, a police officer came too, and he was like, are you guys okay? You know, just checking in with us. And then he was like, all right, I'll let you guys do your thing. And then he just left. And we were like, oh, okay, you know, thank you. Not to mention that the tow truck company was taking forever. So we were like, why don't we just go to U-Haul ourselves, buy the trailer, buy the hitch, buy everything we need, and then go back to the car and then push it up the trailer. Trying to push the FRS with just 2 people up an incline would be really, really hard. So like the fact that it all kind of just worked out was really good. And in that time, we weren't really like processing it. So we didn't really see it working out because we were stuck inside of like our own box. We weren't looking outside of the box, seeing that this is happening like the way it should. But anyways, the car was on the trailer, and he was like, oh, I can only go like a certain amount of miles that like your insurance covers. And we were like, oh my gosh. So you guys know that earlier in the video I said that we were heading to the Irvine Spectrum Mall. So we asked him to drop it off at the mall, like in a parking lot. We found a parking lot. This parking lot, you had to like pay to get in or something. We followed the tow truck guy to the parking lot. And then this video, this is just him unloading the car. So that's him unloading the car. The next video is, oh my gosh, there was so much happening. My aunt set a reservation for Javier's, you know, a restaurant at that mall. She set a reservation, so we were like, oh my gosh, we haven't eaten all day, like we gotta go. My dad went to U-Haul to go pick up the trailer, and then my mom and I, we went to go meet my auntie for the reservation at the restaurant. And then as I was waiting on the bench, there was this video that I took of something that I saw. I was like, oh my gosh, what is that? I don't even know who that is, but I saw that and I was like, okay, I gotta take a video of this. After that, we're at the restaurant, Javier's, and my dad got the trailer, he parked it, and then he met us at Javier's. We had dinner. A lot of time goes by, we walk around the mall, we do all these things, and then we get back to the car, And now you guys can see that my dad got the U-Haul trailer, and we're trying to, or not I'm the one inside the car, but everyone is pushing the car. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We had 6 people pushing the car. I was inside of the car. This video does not do it justice because everyone was like struggling to push the car up. It was a miracle that we all got it up. I mean, we all had hope that we could, but it was just insane how it all happened. Not only that, the U-Haul trailer was not a flatbed, and there was like slim to no clearance with how small the trailer was and how wide the FRS is. And so you guys will see in this clip how everyone pushed the car up. You know, we were all communicating and everything. It was crazy.
Good. Wow. Brake. Brake. Yeah. It's there. Yeah, we just gotta go over this pole, which isn't hard to push. You got it on! And look how it came out too! Oh.
You guys don't know, we were in this parking lot for like almost 4 hours. Like trying to like strategize, and oh my gosh, there's so much I'm forgetting. Like the FRS would not go on to the ramp because the splitter would absolutely just get eaten up by the ramp. And so everyone went to go buy tools at the Target that was in the mall. And so while everyone got the tools, I did not go with them because I was having a crazy stomach ache, and I was just at the mall like going to the restroom, doing whatever I had to do. I can't, oh my gosh, this trip there was so many things, guys, that like arose that we just like fought right through. Anyways, so we're all looking at the car, and so basically the car is up, right? It's on the trailer, but it's not like there's this like kind of like rope that you have to push over, you know? So this is what we're doing. This is what they're doing now.
Ready? Now. All right.
There was that little hump.
Good. What? Oh. I was like, what?
My mom was like, oh my god, and then everyone was like, what, like, is your foot stuck? And she was like, my heart. And we were like, oh my gosh. So basically we're all just going crazy that we got it on.
Oh.
My uncle's looking at the clearance right there, like, we took off the front bumper because it wouldn't get up without taking it off. We took off the wing because, or just so everyone could push, because the wing like goes like out, and so everyone was pushing like this because like the wing is like right in front of their face. So my dad took off the wing so that everyone could like push as hard as they could, and I cannot believe everyone worked together and they got the car on.
Oh, wait, I got it. No, we could drop the side.
So there's me. I got out of the car.
How was it hard? Like, holy cow. We got lazy. That's no team.
What is that?
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Look at this clearance, guys. Look at this clearance.
So we can't remove this green.
So
Someone restrap.
Look at that clearance, guys.
I think the tire, I feel like it's stuck there. We could just remove this green.
That clearance was not that bad. That was actually good. Like that, like there was enough room. But if you guys look at the other side, look at this other side right here. Look at that clearance. You couldn't fit your finger inside if you wanted to.
Yeah, hey. And be like, look. We ain't making nothing.
That is crazy. That is so crazy. I cannot believe everyone did that. Like, we were, everyone was strategizing for like an hour and a half to 2 hours just kind of like looking at it like, oh yeah, this looks good. This looks good. And to mind you, the car was off the ramp. So it was like 6 or 7, maybe 8 feet from on the trailer. And so everyone was like, yep, that looks good. And it all just worked out. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, and obviously, like, just so you guys know, the car did not start. If the car started, we would have drove the car onto the ramp, but it didn't start, so that's why we all had to push the car onto the ramp.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, this is good though. This is good.
You guys see?
Oh my. Yo.
How much clearance do you think is on each side right now?
Less than an inch?
Barely.
This is an inch, and that's over.
Look at that clearance, guys.
An inch on both sides.
Oh my.
Had to take the whole bumper off.
Yeah, and then you guys know that the Tundra has like these green track boards that my dad bought. And so we never thought that we would be using it on concrete and not in the mud or in the dirt or something, because we needed it to get up this trailer. So there was so much improvising that had to happen throughout this whole trip. And this trip like tested us, tested my dad, tested my mom, tested me, tested even our relatives that came. And oh my gosh, this was a trip to remember. I'm telling you guys, it was crazy. And then, this was still the same day. This was later. After everyone pushed the car, we were all hungry again, so we all ate at P.F. Chang's. I taped the car up just a little bit. I didn't have that much time to tape it, but I taped it up just a little bit. And here it is on the trailer, guys. And then we were super tired, so we were like, we don't think that we should drive home now, because it was already like 10 o'clock or something like that. So we were like, we don't think we should drive home. I really wanted to drive home, but I know that everyone was tired. We were like, let's just stay at another hotel like another night. So that's what we did. And then this was the morning. This was 9 in the morning. The truck is ready. FRS is on. Here are the track boards that we used. Put them back on the rack. And then here's the last photo. This is us driving from Cali back to Las Vegas with the FRS on the trailer. And that is all I have. Oh my gosh, guys. This trip was on another level of testing us, and there was, like I said, there was so much improvising that had to be done. There was so much. There was even a guy in a van that ran over all of our tools in the parking lot, and we were like, what else could go wrong? And we all pushed through, got home safe and sound. Man, this trip was insane. There was so much to learn from it. This was my story time. This is actually my first story time on my YouTube channel. Crazy trip. There were so many things that happened. And man, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked the video, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Make sure to follow me on all my socials linked in the description below. That is going to wrap it up for today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.